Today, we have a special guest, Kanchan, a leading recruiter in Germany. We'll be diving into the hottest job market in Germany and how the new immigration system called the Opportunity Card is paving the way for talent relocation. Thank you, Kanchan, for accepting my invitation today.
Yes. So, hi everyone. I'm Kanchan. I'm originally from India. I have been in Germany since 2019. I studied here, did my master's, and I've been working since more than 4 years in recruitment. I've also helped a few people come here, help them in their relocation processes, and yeah, I'm a recruiter right now, currently at Excellent Talents, where we hire for our different clients for different roles. And yeah, so that is what I am currently doing.
Great. Let's jump right in. And to start, can you give us an overview of the current job market in Germany? What are the most required jobs right now?
Mhm. So, as a recruiter in technology IT sector, I would start with the IT industry. There is quite a lot of demand for AI engineers, DevOps, the coders, the software developers, data centers, and next, if we go to different sectors, there is healthcare sector which needs great demand, which has a great demand for different professionals. They have openings for doctors and nurses. Medical technicians are also in high demand. And then in the automotive sector, there is mechanical engineers, automotive engineers, which are also kind of hot jobs right now. And then because the renewable energy sector is growing, then there we also see a huge demand in the energy sector overall for every department.
Mhm. And how do these hot jobs differ between major cities like Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg?
So I can tell you about like in Berlin, we see there are a lot of demands for IT professionals, digital marketing, creative roles. Uh, because we in Berlin there is in Berlin you can also find roles which have like English speaking base, so you don't need to speak German if you apply for some of the roles here in Berlin. In Munich, which I believe is a hub for engineering and automotive. So there we have the roles for which have demands such as automotive and mechanical. There are companies like BMW and Siemens which are in Munich. So there's that, and there's Hamburg also where we see a lot of because it has because it's near to the shore. There is different
Mm.
needs for supply chain managers, for maritime, for the marine experts also in those
Mhm.
areas.
And for listeners interested in these hot jobs, what specific skills or qualifications would make them stand out?
Yes. So for IT roles, I can tell you like uh, from my experience, there have been a few candidates who had like from my experience, there are a few roles, more than few roles, which are Java related. So you have a great base of Java. You can come here and learn a bit of full stack, and then you're good to go. For the Apart from Java, one of the most important skills that is currently in demand is Python because of the data science roles. If you have Python, you can also work as data scientist, as data analysts,
Mm.
and yeah. So that is for the IT sector. It's always great to have some project management experience. If you don't have the certifications, also helps. So the project management certifications, the Scrum Master certification, We look for a lot of project managers in energy sector, in IT sector. So that is, yeah, those are some of the roles that in IT are currently hot jobs. For the healthcare, definitely you have your own set of qualifications that you need for the healthcare sector. And yeah, there's also soft skills that you need for all these jobs, apart from the technical knowledge that you need to have. Those are how good you can adapt to different situations, uh,
Mhm.
your problem solving skills, and definitely your communication skills counts when you apply to a job here in Germany.
Mhm. And regarding the Deutsch, the German language, we know that it's so important because we already passed this phase here on and we are living this now. How important is fluency in German for securing this job or roles?
Uh, so, like you said right now, and we know it's very important, let's say, but not for every job, because in IT, I see a lot of jobs open which are English speaking. If you are a coder, if you are a back end, front end, which do not require a lot of talking with the clients, you can
Mhm.
work in English speaking jobs. Uh, but if you have a bit of client interactions, uh, it is preferred that you speak in German, because still a large number of companies are small and medium-sized companies, and they require that you speak to client in German language, in their language. So that would be a bit of requirement, but I've also seen sometimes that, like, if I take myself as an example, when I came here, I had no knowledge of German language. But as I worked here, I got the opportunity to work here and learn simultaneously. So right now, after 4 years of working, I can say that I have a comfortable level of German. I can speak German fluently. So there are employers who help you grow your skills also. So that is not something you should worry about.
Mhm. And now Germany recently implemented a new immigration system, the Opportunity Card or the Chancenkarte.
Mhm.
Can you elaborate on how it impacts the relocation process for international talents?
Yes, so the Chanson card, or the 1 year visa that is now implemented in Germany. It's like a point-based system where they give you points for every match that you have. So if you have a academic qualification which matches to the requirement that they have, you get 1 point. If you studied here, you get 1 point. If you have German, you get 1 point. So you need to have 6 points and some money in your bank to come here, which is a requirement. Yes, so I think it will definitely make the relocation process for international job seekers easier. They don't need to go through now the huge process, the whole Auslander Behörde and everything, that 1,000 documents you need to submit, from your birth certificate to your master's. It makes things easier, but also I think 1 year would, like, because it's only 1 year that you get with this visa, you also need to be very sure about the industry you want to work in, about the kind of jobs you're looking for, because only then you can find a job in 1 year
Yeah.
and, yeah, be ready to settle.
And I know that securing an amount for 1 year to live in Germany for 1 year, it would be hard for a lot of people,
Yeah.
right? Is there a possibility that they can search for jobs in their country while they already have the visa? and then when they got a job offer, they come to Germany. That would be okay with companies.
Yes, that is okay with companies. One of a candidate whom we placed, he was from India. We like, but he had like already a B1 level of German. We liked his
Mm,
profile. We interviewed him. He was back then in India. There were three steps of interviews for him, and at the end of the interview process he got selected, and we helped him then come here. We made sure that his relocation process, his visas are done before he comes here. We also helped him with his accommodation here so that he feels for the first 6 months he doesn't need to go anywhere and find new apartment,
mm,
which is challenging. And yeah, then he could come here very easily. So yes, I think that is possible, and companies are taking steps to do it.
mhm. And what are the common challenges that they might face, and how can they prepare for them?
Some very common challenges would be the various appointments that you need to have at first when you reach here. So the bank document, opening bank accounts, uh, going to Ausländerbehörde so that you get your visa thing cleared, your accommodation. You need to register your accommodation. You need to find your accommodation. So a lot of bureaucracy goes when comes here with it, with the package of coming to Germany. So that would be challenging. What is also challenging is adapting to this different culture, because yeah, here in Germany, the work culture as we understand it, it's very direct. So
Mm,
it's very different to what you and I are used to back home, where we are
yeah.
very polite. We don't say we don't say a lot of things directly to our colleagues. But yeah, here you get feedbacks very direct. Yeah, and you need to prepare yourself for it because it sometimes feel challenging to have
Yeah,
that direct. Yeah, but you will get
yeah.
used to that also, I think. Yeah, I did.
Mm. And what advice would you give to international job seekers looking to come or to move to Germany?
uh, s- Advice from my side definitely would be to learn a bit of German so that it makes your life easier and not be like me and learn after you come here. So use from the beginning, you know, a bit of German would help you in your job search, but also in like grocery stores, in coffee shops, making new friends. So that is very important. As from the job looking for a job perspective, you need to understand what industry you want to be in. For technical jobs, I can tell you right now it is currently growing. The graph is growing. We have a lot of openings for technical positions right now, mostly in the SAP market. The SAP market is growing currently. We are looking for a lot of SAP people. There is definitely requirement for project managers, as I already told you. There is a requirement for senior coders, not so much from fresh from the university, but definitely senior coders, senior people who can teach the new joiners from beginning. So
Mm,
the technical market is needing a lot more people right now, and it's nice if you think about it before you apply, like what are your, and you write that in your summary section or in your important skills sections, that skills you have, so that we know which jobs you are applying for. uh,
mm.
yeah, that would be, I think, very helpful for us to understand where, yeah, what are you looking for if you match, if we our positions match your requirements. So So the companies in Germany right now, they are providing many languages course. Many of the companies do, they provide different languages course. If you because right now what I also see is, apart from German, it's also nice if you speak French, Dutch.
Yeah.
So every European language that you can learn would be a benefit. So not just for German, but companies provide many different languages course to help you grow. But there are also buddy program where they help with, where they help you with where they kind of couple you with a colleague, so that you can ask them anything about the company culture, about living here in Germany, about finding new coffee shops, bookstores where you can go to on Sundays, and that I think help people get integrated in the market very well.
And how does the integration process look like for international employees in German companies?
Integration process, sorry.
How, what does the integration process look like for international employees in German companies?
So the integration process starts from the day you are onboarded. So it like we give you a very insightful day where we show you how the coffee machine works, which we know is a very big part of German culture. So, from the coffee machines to your desk to your tables, your employees come and we introduce you to your colleagues as well, to the colleagues who are not currently in office, working remotely. So the onboarding thing, it helps you understand your colleagues and your environment better, definitely. And apart from that, there are many small events that happen here. The summer events, where sometimes we go skiing, sometimes we plan a small boat ride with our colleagues uh, in the spray in the river. So we get to know each other. And last time we did, what we did was an international food day event where everybody
Hmm.
cooked something and brought something from their home countries, what they liked to eat in their home countries. And we all cooked that and brought them to the office to for all of our colleagues. And that was a nice experience. And you get like, yeah, it was nice, everybody bringing their own food, and we enjoyed. So all these small
Mhm.
steps, I think, makes an environment where you are valued.
And do companies in Germany typically provide relocation assistance for international hires?
Generally, they do not, but there are a few big companies which do provide the relocation, like Siemens. They do. Zalando in Berlin, they can help you with your relocation assistance. But also small companies, even if they don't provide relocation benefits, they can help you in your in giving you your the different certificates you need if you want to have in India, when you come from India, you need a document saying that you will be joining from this day. This is the company. This is an unlimited contract that you have. You will not be jobless after 6 months. So that document also your company can provide. So definitely all
Mhm.
these things your company can provide. uh, Financial assistance, only the big companies in Germany right now they provide.
Mhm. And how do companies address issues related to cultural differences and integration in the workplace?
So, what right now, a lot of companies, including our own company, is looking at is addressing these issues with diversity and inclusion workshops. So, as an employer, as a company, we get workshops related to uh, bias trainings, related to how we can understand our differences better and still be respectful of other people. So all those workshops with our colleagues that helps us in understanding and accepting different cultures better.
Mhm. And can you give us some more insights regarding your experience in living here in Germany? What the challenges that you face, for example, and how did you deal with it? And what's your advice for people who's willing to come to Germany?
So, when I started here, I was living in a very small city. When I came here, I was living in a very small city. It's in south of Germany, Saarbrücken. It's
Mm-hmm.
very beautiful, but it's very small. So nobody speaks English. So at first,
Yeah.
at the grocery shops and everything, it was a bit challenging. I used my phone everywhere with the translate thing to to understand what is what. And yes, but then I enrolled myself in a German course at back in my university. So I could understand a bit at A1 level if I want to buy something. And I made a few friends which helped me also help me with communicating with them back in from my college university experiences. Uh, and when I was searching for jobs after my course was finished, my university got finished. The challenging part was because it was Corona time and everything was shut, and I had only 6 months of time left to find a job. And I did not know any German, so that was a bit difficult because if you want a back office job in Germany, you need to speak German because most of your colleagues will speak German. So that was very challenging. So if I think back, what advices I would give is definitely learn German, but also don't lose hope and apply for as many jobs. If you don't fit, it doesn't matter. I mean, you just need one chance. If you get 99 rejections is fine, but you just need one, that one, okay. Yeah, and then you can start. So never lose hope. Apply as many times as you want and uh, keep learning new things so that you have something to talk about. Like every time something new, if you can tell any interesting story, it is nice. Any examples is any example telling helps. Yeah. So that is what I think right now would my advice be.
Mhm. And how, or can you give us an overview of the key benefits that employees can expect when working in Germany, including standard working hours, vacation days, parental leave policies?
Yes, so for parental leaves, I think so for vacation days, we it is from government it is required that we get a minimum of 20 days, but normally we get around 25 to 30. At Excellent Talents, we get around 30 days. Uh, and there is obviously unlimited, so 6 weeks of sick leave. If you are like be sick for a long period of time, you can take at least 6 weeks of paid sick leave days. That here um, there is definitely public holidays which are around 10 days for Berlin, but for different
Mm.
cities it's much higher.
Yeah.
And yeah, and for the parental leave, it's I think 14 weeks, both the parents can take leaves uh, for 14 months, not weeks. So for 14 months, both the parents can take leave, which I find is one of the best things about Germany. Your work-life balance is very strong. After 40 hours, you don't work in a week. You stop working at 5. If you come early, you can stop working at 4. And after 40 hours in a week, you get to rest and have your Saturday, Sunday to yourself, which in India is
Mm.
never the case. You are always working on a Saturday. So, yeah, you
Same.
always work on a
Same in a lot
Saturday or
of
a
countries.
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. And for our listeners considering to move to Germany, what resources would you recommend to learn more about the job market and immigration process to Germany?
So the for the immigration process, there is the German government website, German federal employment website, where everything is listed with this new Johnson card point system. Also, it is listed there, so you can check that. For the for job roles, if you need to look for different job roles, different positions, we have Indeed, we have Stepstone. LinkedIn is famous everywhere for looking for jobs. So a lot of people, a lot of big company do use LinkedIn, but Stepstone and Indeed, we also have some smaller companies who help you with your immigration processes and everything. And if you want to join different groups where you find similar people like you who are here, you can join different groups from Facebook as well. There is
Mm.
different community groups on web WhatsApp I have seen. So people,
Yeah.
yeah, you can connect to people and not feel lonely here, because that for the first 6 months it will be challenging. Yeah.
And meet up also.
Yeah, meet up. Yes, do meet up. Do go to different events, speak to people there, make friends. Very important.
Thank you, Kanchan, so much for these invaluable insights. You've given us a clear and compelling view of the current opportunities in Germany now, and I really wish you all the best here in Germany.
Thank you.